Hi, I'm Bill Myers, and this is another one of my video tips of the week. In this week's video tip, I'm going to show you a basic function in Sony Vegas and Sony Vegas Movie Studio. Let me show you what I mean. On this clip right here, I've applied a number of video effects, and I've applied them to the entire timeline. Now, there are two ways to apply effects. One way is to click the event effects icon, and that's going to apply it to just the one video event. And if you click that, it's going to bring up a list of the effects that can be applied. And another way is if you want to apply effects across an entire video track, you can do that by clicking the video track effects, and that's what I've done here. And that brings up a list of the effects that you've applied. Now, as you can see here, across the top are the effects that I've applied. And I'll scroll over here. You can see I've got color corrector, I've got levels, I've got HSL adjust, I've got median, I've got mirror, I've got white balance. And beside each clip, you'll notice there's a check mark. For example, the mirror effect is on, and if I uncheck that, the mirror effect goes off. So if you put an effect on your clip and you try it and you don't like it, you can uncheck it to see what it looked like before you applied it. So that's with the mirror off, that's with the mirror on. If I want to try white balance, I can turn white balance on and I can adjust my white balance to see what the effect is. But if I decide I don't like that effect, I can uncheck it to turn it off. Now if I want to remove that effect completely, what I do is I click on it to highlight it. You notice that it's a light blue when it's highlighted. And then to remove it, I just come over here to the Remove Selected Plugin and it removes that effect. Now, this is useful because you may be applying lots of effects trying to get a certain look in your video, and you might want to apply effect and say, okay, what does it look like when I turn that off? Or if I turn this one off? Or if I turn this one off and turn this one back on? So you can do that to see what the effects are going to be. It's a simple tip, but sometimes the simple things you won't know. So again, to turn an effect off, you just highlight it and make sure it's unchecked. To remove effect, you highlight it and you click the Remove Selected Plugin. Now, if you want to add a new effect, you just click the plug-in chain and it'll add a new effect. Now if I want to add an effect between these two, what I can do is I can go over here and click plug-in chain, add an effect, and then move it over to where I want it. Pretty easy to do. And again, to turn that off, click it, turn it on. It allows you to experiment with different effects to see what they'll look like when you put them on screen. Anyway, that's how you add and delete effects. I'm Bill Myers. This has been another one of my video tips of the week. Find more like this at my website, www.bmyers.com, and find a whole lot more in my 101 Tips and Tricks for Sony Movie Studio DVD, which is available at my website as well as at Amazon.com.